Hello everyone, my name is Chris Eddington. I'm here today to give my final speech for this course. So some of the things I'm going to be talking about in my final speech are some of the things I learned along the way, some of the things I did well throughout this course, and some of the things I didn't do so well. And so also, before I get started, I want to say thank you to everyone that's given me all the constructive criticism to become a better public speaker. Thank you for everything you guys have done. And I've learned a lot not only from you, but I've also learned a lot about myself when it came to public speaking. So thank you. So some of the things I've learned about this course is you need to have confidence. You need to have confidence in yourself, have confidence in what your message is going to be, and have confidence in your audience, and that you have the ability to portray what you want to get across to them. If you don't have confidence in yourself, then how is the audience going to believe in you and what you have to say and feel like that you're a credible source? Even though you might be, for me, I was in the military and I gave a speech about the military. But if I don't have confidence in myself, how can you have confidence in me if I'm uhs and ums and just thinking about or second guessing myself? So that was one thing I learned throughout this course. Another thing I learned is prepare. Always be prepared for what you want to say and what you're going to go with next. That's why a big part of this course was the outlines, which helped me throughout. It gave me what I wanted to say, how I wanted to say it, and what the message was that I want to get across, and the type of audience that I want to speak to. And this course helped out with that immensely. I felt like it made me a better public speaker. I had more confidence in myself, and it helped me out. Also, not only just in this class, but in other classes, that kind of a timeline or, like I said, an outline. It just helps you out and just lets you know what you want to say and helps you prepare and say exactly what you want to get across to your audience. So, for the first speech we did, which was an informative speech, again, an informative speech on the military. Some things I felt like I did well were I had an opening statement. I really didn't have like a punchline, so that wasn't the thing I did so well. But I also came to a conclusion. I said my main points. I said who I was, and I felt like I did pretty well on that speech. Overall, it went well, but of course, there's always some things I can work on. And it was kind of hard for me to always do my first speech. And so that was it, but I had to, of course, with my uhs, my ums, but it's a learning process, and you never really get a second chance with a real audience, or when it comes to real life, or if I was in the classroom, I wouldn't get that second chance. It'd be right then and there, and I would have to step up and be prepared for my uhs, my ums, and my mess-ups or my hiccups throughout my speech. So that's what also this course has helped me out with a lot as well. My demonstration speech. So I do something that speaks to me and that I enjoy, and I hope other people enjoy too, and it seems like a lot of people do enjoy doing arts and crafts. To me, it was a simple arts and craft. I did a giraffe and put the clothespin on it, glue, and the body and the head, and it was a real easy thing, and I feel like people can take that and do it with their families and go from there and enjoy themselves, and don't have to go outside and spend money and do things when a lot of these things, it's a cheap little arts and craft deal. You can always go to your local stores that are always having deals, especially like Michael's or a Hobby Lobby or something like that, and always having deals, and they're always cheap, and less than $10 you can have a great amount of fun and create memories not only with you, but with your child as well, and just build that connection with your family and your kids and build on it, and it's something they can also use with their family when they have one, and they can go from there and create a tradition with their kids, because the tradition we had in my family was baking cookies every year, and now that it's something I do with my family, we bake cookies, but also I like to create gingerbread houses, so we all create a big gingerbread house in a town and make a train And we also make gingerbread men, and we all get to decorate them. My daughter loved eating the candy, didn't really decorate a whole lot, but it was fun and enjoyable, and it's something that I like doing. It's my tradition, and I hope my daughter can carry on some of the traditions that we have in my family and continue going. And the second one I did was the shipwreck. And that was a simple task, and as well, it was a little bit harder than the first one, of course, but directions, never throw them away. Never throw directions away. I threw directions away on the first one, and it kind of hurt me a little bit, not a whole lot, but the picture made it easy for as well to put that draft together. Some of the things I also heard from the students, they said I did well. They enjoyed doing those sorts of things with their kids, arts and crafts. But they also said I could have stayed a little bit more time on the boat, or the shipwreckage, which makes sense. I felt like a little rushed trying to get it in all that time, so I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. So, like I said, be prepared. Always be prepared. And then the persuasive speech. That I feel I did the 21 or the drinking age for the United States, which is 21. And I feel like that's a big topic in a lot of places because you always hear about underage drinking or DUIs or people always doing those little things that they shouldn't be doing. The age is put there, or that law is put there for a reason, and that's the best way to provide it there. And because people mature at different rates and different ages, and you can't put an age on maturity. And I feel like I did fairly well on this speech. Of course, there's some things I could have gotten more statistics maybe, or just different things to drive home the message. So that's why I feel like I kind of missed the mark a little bit. But overall, I feel like I got a good message across. Be safe, don't drink and drive. And the age is 21. So be considerate of all that. So some of the biblical principles that I use throughout this course, or that I feel like will help me in public speaking, is faith. In Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern By testing you may discern that is the will of God, what is good and what is acceptable and perfect. No one's perfect, and you have to accept people for who they are, and you just have faith. Also, another Bible verse I chose was, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. That's a big one for me, because through Christ anything is possible. Public speaking, getting rid of that fear, just being able to get your message across and not be afraid to make mistakes, because Christ is always there with you, and through Him anything is truly possible. And you should always consider biblical principles when speaking, because they can always help you out. You might be afraid, but also they can help you out with life in general. And having faith in yourself, having faith in the Lord, and He'll always be there. And through Christ, He strengthens you, and through Christ anything is possible. Like in John 14:6, Jesus answered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So through Christ. If you want to get to God, you have to do it through Christ, and anything is possible, like I said, through Jesus Christ. Some of the things, I plan on using these things, some of the things I learned, like the outline, and just building that confidence. This course has helped me build my confidence up, and being able to speak in front of a group of people, and making mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Just don't sit on them, and don't elaborate on that mistake or make them bigger than they have to be. So this course has helped me out completely and immensely with confidence and being prepared for what I want to have to say and the message I want to portray or get across to my audience. So in conclusion, I just want to say thank you for everything I've learned throughout this course. It's helped me out, a great deal, and I will definitely use some of the things and techniques from this course and continue to use them in my public speaking, and not only in that, but in my daily life and in faith in Christ. And just through this course, I've learned a great deal. So thank you. That's my final speech. I'm Chris Eddington, and have a great day.